Okay, here we are, making your own effects. This is one of my favorite assignments. It reminds me of the sleepless night that I spent on Video Copilot when I first started out. It's really a great assignment. I'm going to start with Adam. Adam, who doesn't have any sound on his video. I don't need sound to review your homework, but just making you know that if you're sending that to a client, make sure you have sound on. It just helps so much your video making just sound better, and like when you have the sound effects that answer answer to the visuals, that really builds up to a proper experience. When if it's without sound, you'll see it just kind of falls flat. Let's have a look. See what I mean? It's kind of sad without the sound. Okay, but the visuals are pretty great. I think Adam did a great job. Let's break it down quickly. Here, starting on the left, I really like that light beam effect that shine up the screen. I do think that would benefit from like having a bit more of a transition. So maybe if the light beam start by the center and then spreads out to the sides, that could be nice. Just adding a little bit more than just a blur transition. Here on the right, same thing, they appear on. And again, I think just having a blur, it's a little bit simple. I'd like to have something a bit more dynamic building up there. I really like the fact that he went with a 3D screen that pops on Z space. I think that's great. I would add a little bit more. I think you have one on this one little one. If you can do that more, I think it would look more like a feature and not like a bug. For now, it's like I just see one or two popping up. When if you were really layering your screens, that could look a little better. That's pretty sweet. And here we go on the left, massive flash. I think I did told Adam already. It's here. I can pretty much see the edge of the comp, so I'd make sure I would just indent that a little bit so it's not so sharp of an edge. And same thing, instead of going full on, I'd like to see it either build up from the bottom or from the top, having something that's like makes it appear from somewhere a little bit more. I really like what he did here with the reflections. You can just, if you separate the different feet, you can just bring it up a little bit so it matches the bottom of the heel there. And that makes me want some more reflections here. I think Mark goes over how to make those in the lesson. I really think that could be really nice to have the reflection on those edges. Let's go forward a little. Yeah, again here especially, that edge is like very sharp. You can just maybe use a fractal noise, a fractal displacement to tweak that a little bit. So like it's not a sharp edge. Here I feel like your atmosphere is overall nice. It's just a little bit almost too electric, how it's all the particles are moving so fast. And here we're suddenly poking through. I think it's coming up there. So I would just make a couple more of those layers and a little bit more, put them a little bit deeper in Z space, so we don't poke through. And Here the logo comes up. There's a nice RGB split, which I think is pretty fun. Again, you could have some reflection going on. You could have just a little more than just a fade. I think is a little weak. You could have I don't know, a flash of light coming or some. Yeah, it's. I mean, this exercise is really about building up effects. So I just think for now this is a little too simple when it could be a bit more built up. But overall, great shot. You managed to get rid of that those tracks really well. I really can't see them at all. That's really nice. And oh, just one thing. The fact that I see some black here makes me feel like it's almost like a black hole, like shining through, and I can like poke my finger through if I were there. When I'm not sure that's what you're going for. So if you don't want that, you can just set it on screen, and then you just see the brightness and not the dark points of your fractal noise here. But otherwise, great job, Adam. That's looking pretty sick. Let's see at Brian, and let's play it. Nice. See what I mean about the music? Listen to this one. That's so good. Okay. Here we have some simple, a little bit of an effect. This guy looked like just a fade. I really like those reflections. That's pretty good. A bit of a distortion there. The only thing is those the Dr. Primult doesn't look like he belongs to the same world as those neat like screens effect. It's really like a, what was that movie again? Looks like it's coming from production company was Laser Unicorn with Hackerman. Anyway, just looking a little too cartoony as a build up. That can work, but then I would try to apply the same style to the screens as well. A really blocky RGB offset. It's looking good. You can probably get the same effect with a little bit smaller pixels here. Looks like it's a CC ball action at work or something like that. And there the light beam shining up. So what you could do is by just doing a couple masks, have a light beam that matches better the letters. If that's the light beam is projecting the letters up, I try to have some definition in that one, or do like what Adam did, have a fractal noise to emit the light beam, and that's done by no, I don't want to say anything stupid, but I think that's a radial blur that you put underneath your fractal. So you have you put a layer with a small mask around, add some fractal noise to that, animate the fractal noise, and then you have probably boost the contrast actually a lot, and then put CC radial blur with the center a little bit lower, so then it would project up that that light beam. And that could work nicely here. I really like this. I think that's working great. The only issue I have is here it looks like it's coming from the middle of your screen, which I'm not sure that's the best way to get that going. And it looks like the effect is impacting the light beam as well, which I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I mean it's really about adding up to it. I would try to sort those light beams first and then see how that looks. But yeah, I really think Brian did a great job with the reflections, and same as you have here, I would add some reflections under Dr. Primult as well. I think that could look very nice, like what Adam did. But yeah, well done. I'm looking forward to see everybody else assignments. I know this is a bit of a tough one, and it takes some time to put together. But if you have even a work in progress, I'd love to see it, and then I can give you feedback on that. Okay, thank you so much, and I see you guys soon.